Hi guys, it's me. I'm back again for number 2. I wanted to go ahead and get a video out there. Like I said in my welcome video, I have some story times, and I also mentioned in that video about my detox. And of course I said, I'll save that for a story time. Well, here we go. I'm gonna talk about how I detoxed, got clean this time, because I have tried multiple times. So let's get into it. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a video. Okay, got that out of the way. Okay, so sorry, bear with me, I'm a little nervous. Not that I'm nervous to be on camera, just nervous for it to be out there and for everyone, to see. But I got thick skin, so don't bother me. Anyways, I'm rambling. So I moved to a different state. Oh, hold on, no, let me go back. Let me start over. Well, no, that's another story time all in itself. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about my detox. Okay, so I was down in Florida and I was coming up here, to detox, to change my life, the whole bit. And so basically I bought a plane ticket and I packed a suitcase, which, it was all I had, so there really wasn't much to pack anyway. But so I had my suitcase and a plane ticket. I didn't tell anybody what I was doing, that I was leaving, or anything, because you just know, when you start telling people, that you're going, and stuff, they'll want to party with you before you go, or try and talk you out of it, or whatever the case may be. So I knew, not to say anything. So the day came and it was time for me to fly out, and at the time I was taking methadone, and I wasn't going to the clinic for it this time. The living situation I was in, another person that was there went to the clinic, so I would just purchase some of his. And so my plan is of course, I had to do a little preparation before, getting on the plane and flying out, because, I would be sick and stuff, so I had to prepare, a little bit. And my plan was to, get as much as I could and take it with me, smuggle it on the plane. And my plan was to then use that to slowly taper off and down, so that way, my detox wouldn't be as bad. Well, the morning of my flight, I wake up and I immediately start getting ready, and I go to the bathroom and I started my cycle. And and my plan for taking it with me was, I had like this clear vial, kind of like a cigar tube, but glass, and I was going to, you can imagine. Well, when I woke up and noticed that I started my cycle, I kind of paused for a second, like, oh, is this going to be an issue? But then I was like, oh, you know, fuck it, whatever. So, you know, I call a cab, I get to the airport, and it's the airport that I was flying out of was a pretty small airport. So I went to the restroom because before going through security checkpoint, you know, to go wait for your plane, I wanted to, you go through security. So I had to use the restroom first, you know, to take care of that. And when I tried to, it wouldn't fit. I did do a test run before, but that was prior to me starting my cycle. And I don't know if anybody knows, but, you know, when you're starting your period, like, things swell and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, basically, it wouldn't fit. So I'm like, oh, like, WTF, you know, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I gotta do something. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm standing there. I'm not big chested, you know, or whatever. And I try, like, putting it in between my bra and poking out the top. Like, that, no, that's not gonna work. And I'm like, you know, I was, you know, stick thin. I mean, of course, you know, I'm still small now. But then, you know, I was a twig. You know, I weighed like nothing. And so I couldn't, you know, I didn't have any folds or anything, you know, to like hide it in or anything. I couldn't put it in my shoe, you know, or anything like that. Because this airport has one of those things where you stand up and it, you know, scans you, you know, your whole body, you know, and shit. So I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do? So I'm like, I don't know, like, fuck it. Just throw it in my backpack and, you know, or in my suitcase, and I'll just have to, like, I don't know. So I'm slowly getting in the security line to go through, you know, the check-in, and my heart's pounding. And I mean, like, I've done shit before, but I don't know, like this time, I don't know, it was just different or whatever, but my heart was racing, my heart was pounding, and I'm like, you know, starting to sweat, and I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? And at the same time, trying to act normal, you know? And I'm like, oh, and I'm getting closer and closer and closer and closer to, you know, the line where I got to set down my stuff and take off my shoes, and, you know. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, you know. So finally, I'm like, I have to take it, you know. Like, I can't waste it. I can't just throw it in the garbage or whatever, like, you know, like, that would be wasteful or whatever. So, and I probably had, like, I want to say, like, 150 milligrams, something like that. I don't know, give or take. I don't know. But, so I said, F it, you know, and I just downed it and, you know, took it and, you know, like, screw it. Like, I'm not going to waste it, you know, I'm not going to throw it away. So I take it, down it, and I'm like, oh, man. Oh, well, I'm fine after that, you know, no more nerves or anything. Went through security, and then I go and I'm waiting, you know, to get on the plane and stuff. Okay, that's the end of that. Then I get into where I'm at, and I was surprising my mother. Like, she didn't know I was coming, like, so it was gonna be, you know, a nice surprise. But so anyway, skip, you know, fast forward, and I told my mom, you know, what was, you know, going on, and that I was gonna be, you know, detoxing or whatever. And so I just kept, you know, honestly, I just kept praying. I started praying, you know, to God, you know, just asking, because I've done the methadone detox before, and it is brutal. So I already know, like, what to expect. And so I'm just praying, you know, to God, like, please, Lord, you know, just, you know, I know I'm gonna have to, you know, go through it or whatever, but just please, Lord, just, you know, give me the strength to, you know, get through it, you know, just please you know, just give me strength, make me strong enough, give me the, you know, determination, you know, you know, to make it through this. And, you know, every day, all day, you know, that's what I was doing. And, but of course, since I took all of that when I first, you know, got off the plane, of course, I wasn't going to start, you know, not feeling well for a while, you know, for like a day or so. So I was good. And then during that time period, I was getting things to help with the detox, you know. I bought this supplement stuff off of online. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know. But anyways, I had gotten some of that, and there's a daytime and a nighttime, you know, formula, and it's filled with like all kinds of vitamins and nutrients and, you know, everything that like your body needs, and you know, that your body's depleted of and stuff. And so I was taking that, and I also got some kratom, because I was online researching, you know, like home remedies, you know, like anything and everything, you know, that I could do, you know, hot baths, you know, Benadryl, although Benadryl don't work for me. But I did that for a few days. I want to say it was like maybe 5-6 days, something like that, right? And I wasn't feeling good, you know, at all. So I went to the emergency room, because it got so bad at one point that, like I mentioned in my welcome video, because of my accident that I had brain damage, which, you know, now I have epilepsy from it. So when I was detoxing, I had a seizure, and so I went to the emergency room because, you know, I wasn't sure, like, you know, I just wanted to be safe, you know, or whatever. And plus, you know, maybe they'll help me, you know, maybe they'll help me out. I'm used to, in Florida, like, there ain't shit, you know. You go to the emergency room and they just look at you, you know, like a piece of crap, and, you know. But anyways, so I did that for a few days, and I had a seizure or whatever, and I called an ambulance, went to the emergency room. Luckily, there's a hospital just a couple blocks away from where I'm at. And so I went there, and, you know, I told them, you know, the doctor and everything, like, and like I was shaking so much, like, oh, like I can't explain it. Well, yeah, I can't explain it. Like ants in your skin, like you can't sit still, you know, and anybody who's detox will know what I'm talking about. So I had that, and like I was jumping and, you know, and shit, like so much I couldn't stay still. Like they had a hard time getting the IV in, like, because I could not just imagine like ants crawling in your skin, under your skin, you know, like, oh, I kind of relate it sometimes to like Tourette's, you know, like how you feel it, you try and stay calm, but you feel it like building up inside of you until you have to just move, you know, just anything. Sucks, horrible. Well, anyways, so I went there, and they actually gave me some medicine and comfort meds, and I didn't know that hospital, or up here where I'm at, if you go to the hospital, they'll give you a 4 to 5 day supply of comfort meds, which is usually all you would need if you were detoxing off of, you know, H or, you know, pain pills or whatever. But because I was on methadone at the time, methadone has a way longer shelf life than other opiates. And so the detox, like, it lingers and lasts for a long time. Like, say you were, you know, just detoxing off of, you know, H or pain pills, you know, like that, 7 to 10 days and you're done. Your acute detox is done. I mean, there's still stuff after that, but as far as like, you know, the physical acute, withdrawal symptoms, 7 to 10 days, you're done. So that 4 to 5 day supply of comfort meds, is great. It's all, all you would usually need. But since I was on methadone, you don't even start feeling like bad withdrawals until like 8 or 9 days in. And like that shit lingers and lasts for months. I mean, like acute for a month, month and a half, 2 months. I mean, everybody's different, but it yeah, like you want to taper off of it. But I mean, but my opinions or whatever on methadone are, like yes, I'm on Suboxone or whatever, but you don't get high from that, With methadone, you do. And most people, including myself, when I had first gone, like, you just go because it's a cheaper high and it's legal. That's why most people go. Because in Florida, I was there during that time with the whole pill mill, thing that was going on in the early 2000s, where I have story times about that too. I mean, like living like the Pablo Escobar lifestyle shit, like whatever. Anyways, I'm rambling. So I did that. So I went, I got comfort meds, at the hospital, which was great. And I came back home and I ended up getting a hold of my half sister, and I got some Mary Jane or whatever, to help out. And I did that, and I just, wrote it out like that. And to be quite honest, I give all of that to God, honestly, because even though it was, still a little, I went through it, a little bit. It was nowhere near how bad it really is, or it can get. Like, I was even shocked myself, like, wow, like, that wasn't as bad as it, as I was expecting it, to get, because I'd done it before, not by choice. But so, and I credit all of that to God, me praying. Like, I'm not a very, I consider myself more spiritual than religious, like, yes, I believe in God and, and stuff like that. But I credit all of that to God, because without him, I wouldn't have had the strength to do it. Honestly, I wouldn't have. And so that concludes that story time of how I detoxed this last time, my final time. And just for the record, like, I did that, and I was clean, abstinent from anything for, I want to say, 5 months, 5 or 6 months. Yeah, it was 5 or 6 months before I started taking Suboxone. And like I said, I have another story time about that, because, yeah, that's a whole story all in itself. But I just wanted to hurry up and get a video out there, and I want to start dropping them. But of course, I have to go back into my memory bank and, go back to the, to those places, to remember that stuff. And I also want to, like, bring people on here, like people that I know, personally. Because currently, like I said in the last video, I don't, like, have any friends. I don't know anybody, here, or whatever. So, my friends back home. But shout out to everybody. Hey, what's up? I was talking about it, and you didn't think I would do it, did ya? Well, That's how I am, proving everybody wrong. But anyways, like and subscribe to my channel, like this video, and hope to see you next time. Mwah! Stay safe, stay clean, and stay sober. And I'll see you later. Mwah! Love you guys.